Hello, my friends. It's been a while. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so happy to be here with you today. I'm coming to you live from the Sacred Sound of the Soul Gallery here in Encinitas. It's such an uplifting experience to be back in this room where when I do my work here, it holds me and lifts me, and so I have more to give you. So I'm just saying that in gratitude. Today, I have a very special focus for you in today's work. And, it has to do with fifth dimension. And it fits into the paradigm of sacred geometry, being the structure of everything from the most minute aspects of us to the whole of everything in the universe. And I'd like to speak for a moment to fifth dimension and what that means. It's a concept that's been growing in relevance for many years now. And when I first started studying it with a small group of friends many, many years ago, it was something that we were looking forward to happening, and we were wondering what it's going to feel like and kind of preparing ourselves for that moment. Well, now we have taken that leap out of third and fourth dimension into fifth dimension, and as was expected, the world is kind of on its ear right now. So what that means is that the frequency of being on Earth, our relationship as a human with all things Earth, all things being here, being incarnated in a physical body on this plane at this time, we used to have a relationship through third and fourth dimension. And third and fourth dimension, you can think of it as a limited awareness, or a limited way of being with limited resources. So we were very much here in the physical, as is very obvious, and we also had an awareness that there is something more, something greater than just us, that we're not just a brain and a body, that there's something bigger going on. We are self-aware. We are conscious. And that is the definition of third and fourth dimension awareness. So what is the definition of fifth dimension? The definition of fifth dimension is when we start to wake up into more receptors, more ways of receiving the divine intelligence, the intelligence of the universe, the knowing, the oneness with all things and the universe. Fifth dimension is when we come to know and feel things that we didn't even know we were missing. When we come to know and feel things and be in a way that we couldn't imagine what it was because we have never experienced it. And it kind of feels like this. When you look back over your life and you look at a certain chapter of life when maybe you were having a hard time or struggling, or sometimes we look back with embarrassment at certain areas of our life and say, oh, if I knew then what I know now, things would be so different. I would have done things so differently. But then, in that moment, we knew what we knew. We couldn't possibly have known what we know now. What we know now seemed impossible, or as if it didn't even exist from that perspective. Fifth dimension is when we open up to all those things that we don't know even what they are, or that they exist and are available to us. And so all of the upheaval, if I may, on Earth is occurring now in every level. We have upheaval in government, upheaval in our physical health, upheaval in social wellness and balance on the earth. Wow, we can all see what's happening. Upheavals in nature, fires and floods, and there's so much upheaval. This is the symptom of what happens when the earth itself and all of the inhabitants of it move into a new dimensional experience. And suddenly we're uncomfortable in our own environment, and our way of being that had always worked at least well enough for us because we're alive until now, suddenly it's working less than ever. It's very conflicted. Things aren't easy, and things are getting harder everywhere. So what is the remedy? The remedy lies within each and every one of your beautiful hearts. It lies within that place in the center of your mind where you come to sanctuary, and from there drop down into the heart and come to true presence, true balance, true harmony, regardless of the challenges and sufferings of external life. Sounds lofty, sounds like enlightenment, maybe? Well, maybe it is time that humanity as a whole take that step. Because if we take that step, it's you hear everyone say it all the time, kind of tongue-in-cheek, if we were all living like that, we wouldn't have all these problems. But what if that is really, truly the case, and that is the calling of this moment? And so that very tall order of business does not lie in the people over there. Well, if they would just get their act together, then my side could relax and we would all be harmonious. No. It starts inside of every one of us. It is a vibrational frequency. It is a way of being, not a doing. It is fifth dimension, that which is beyond our intellectual knowing, that which is beyond our historical reference, that which is beyond that which we have been taught. It is the balance and harmony that is intrinsic in all things. And it is asking us to become one with that balance and harmony. So, I brought with me today this brand new, very first ever, brand newly made joy tuning of the harp. Isn't she pretty? Look at her. Look at her shine. This tuning just rolls like a warm river of love and joy. And that is the work, regardless of the war and the conflict and the suffering and the pain and the fires and the floods and the pandemics and whatever other strife may be erupting in your personal life. Regardless of all of that, and especially because of it, we come to a state of joy within us, the highest frequency in the universe. We raise our frequency to that. We entrain to joy, to universal love. And by doing that, we raise the frequency among humanity. And by doing that, we raise the frequency of Earth. And we become that much closer to arriving in that place that we all muse about. If we did that, then this would be a peaceful place. So when's a better time than right now to start? And with that, enough talking. Let's get into some being. I have in my collection today a very special crystal bowl that I've borrowed from the hundreds of bowls here at the gallery today. This is a Himalayan salt bowl. So cleansing, purifying. With a platinum inside. Platinum is divine feminine, unconditional love. And one more. It's a morph bowl. And what a morph bowl means is that it was broken. You can see where there was a hole in the bottom of it. And it's been repaired, it's been restored. And so this bowl represents the frequency of already being healed. It's not waiting to be healed. It's not broken. It was broken. And now it is healed. And so let us all receive the energy, the frequency of already arriving in wholeness, balance, harmony. as you breathe, as you are. creating that with each new breath, there is a surrendering, letting go of old patterns, old paradigms, outdated beliefs. With each successive breath, now and maybe even beyond this meditation, a surrender, a letting go of attachment, to ways of being that no longer serve. Softer, deeper you go. Maybe even just for this moment, surrendering attachment to that which you believe has been working for you. Just in case, there's something better. Something bigger, brighter, more peaceful, harmonious, more powerful than you could imagine with your current gathered wisdom. Each successive breath, letting go, allowing new space to begin to breathe within you. Just being in that new space, open, free space. into this open, free, pure space. Allow the light of divine intelligence, universal wisdom, ultimate balance, harmony, to be birthed within you. With each successive breath, breathing into being the divine intelligence that is greater than the gatherings of your own mind and your own history. Intertwined with it, the frequency of divine love, true joy, one pure, true thread that interweaves all living things throughout the universe. Interweaving throughout you. Innocence of a newborn child. Opening the eyes onto the new earth, the new paradigm. being you right here, right now. Of and as the light, the love, and the joy, the harmony and the balance of all. It is good and right and true throughout all of the universe. And so it is. And so you are. Aho. Namaste. Let us encircle here, present, awake. Let us be aware of every other person encircled here, now in this moment, and even those who join us later in time. Let us encircle here with all of those who would join this circle but do not know that such circles exist, and let their inner selves be raised in frequency and light as well. Let us hold center of center. And it starts in the heart of you. As always, the work that you do to raise your frequency fulfills my commitment of raising frequency among humanity on earth. Because as you raise your frequency, it ripples out and causes a butterfly effect. Who knows how far, how wide this moment that you held within yourself will travel. Raise the frequency of your family, your neighbors, your co-workers, your neighborhood, your city, your state, country, maybe even the world. And with that, I say, aho. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Have a beautiful week, everyone. I am committed now to being with you at least once a week here on these channels. The time of the presentation may vary, but I will be with you at least once a week moving into the fall. So I send you all my love and blessings and light. Have a beautiful week and be in touch. Much love. We need toys.